Cognitivism in adult learners. Cognitivism focuses on the mental processes involved in learning, such as perception, memory, attention, and problem solving. It emphasizes the importance of understanding how learners acquire, store, and retrieve information to create effective learning strategies and delivery methods. Cognitivism suggests that learning is an active process where learners actively process information to make connections between new and existing knowledge and organize information in meaningful ways. In other words, your brain is like a super-powered computer, always working to help you learn and understand new things. When you learn something new, your brain is like a puzzle solver. It takes in information and pieces it together with what you already know and helps you create a clear picture of what is going on. Cognitive learning approaches include scaffolding learning to help students reach a higher level of understanding, allowing students to reflect on their learning experiences, collaborative learning opportunities to share ideas and build on each other's knowledge, problem or inquiry-based learning experiences, and experiential learning experiences that are directly related to the learning content. As a public health educator, teacher, or trainer, you do not rely solely on lectures or presentations. Instead, you actively engage with the material through hands-on activities and discussions to include asking questions and discussing the topic throughout the session, including real-world data sets and case studies, and give students hands-on learning opportunities to integrate new and existing knowledge that challenge learners to apply public health principles to real-world scenarios and problems. In the classroom, the focus shifts from passive learning to a more active student-centered learning environment. The learning environment is dynamic, interactive, and centered on student discovery and understanding. Let's say you're in a public health classroom and the topic of discussion is about understanding the factors contributing to the prevalence of obesity in a community. Cognitive learning would be analyzing a real-world data set, identifying patterns by asking questions and discussing the implications of that real-world data set, and then possibly creating a concept map or another problem-solving type of exercise to help your students organize and integrate the information. Throughout the session, the instructor provides guidance and feedback to support the learner's cognitive processes. Next, imagine you're an adult learner preparing for a public health exam on epidemiology. Here's how your cognitive learning might come into play. Instead of memorizing everything at once, you break down the material into smaller chunks and organize the content into categories before studying. You use active recall techniques to test your understanding of the material by actively retrieving information from your memory. You make connections between different concepts and relate them to the real-world examples by elaborating on the material and connecting it to your own experiences. You also engage in metacognitive activities, reflecting on your learning strategies and monitoring your progress. As you study, you take practice tests to simulate exam conditions and gauge your readiness. You also may seek feedback from your peers or instructors to clarify any misunderstandings. Cognitivism empowers learners to take control of their own learning processes by understanding and applying mental strategies, enhancing their ability to acquire, store, and retrieve information.